So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. From the 50, it's Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
John Evans on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 39, Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a... First down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Double coverage, and it's intercepted. Caught by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
At the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anthony Frisker, the intended target.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's got Rodgers.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
A 55-yard attempt. Younghoe Koo on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
Has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, listen, now, no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's up 4th down and 1.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder.
Blankenship's kick is good.
Hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Taylor. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, just like last play.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you've got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Titans nothing. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
1-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is not going to go anywhere. We're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
4-yard line.
Second and 11. Now Tannehill. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
16 yards, a first down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds.
Tannehill.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Chester Rogers. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller. Very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
At their own 25-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Waku set to kick off.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Taken in the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. It's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it for you.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Henry. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
He was tackled at
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Titans 10, Colts 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd and 12, Wentz finds his big tight end, Noel Cox. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Going for home, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. A timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
2nd and 12. At the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catching.
Look at that. He muffs it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this throw caught left side. Campbell, 81 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
For the extra point.
And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there. And that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Derrick Henry. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down and much more for Henry. He chucks him aside. Derrick Henry all alone. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. On first down, it's Tannehill. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 17, Colts 14. Youngway.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
30-yard line.
The give to Taylor. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Taylor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Colts 21, Titans 17. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. They'll
tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have this gets across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side.
Tannehill's pass.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he will have a Titans 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. That one goes for 8 yards. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now it's Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. One last throw here for Tannehill. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Titans.
Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone. And that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.